Well, hello, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We are taking today a memorial flight. Let's call it that. The CRJ is somewhat kind of working with Flight Sim 2024. And for those who are not aware, there was a tragic accident that happened a few days ago regarding the CRJ into DCA and with the helicopter and the plane. Unfortunately, everyone had passed. So today's flight, we are doing a CRJ. It's going to be a 900 because for some crazy reason, the 700 just wants to stutter fest for me. We're going to take the 900 on a flight from Newark here into Ronald Reagan. And we're expecting the 1-9 arrival currently based on what SimBrief is giving us. We'll see if Beyondatc decides to change that. I actually did a flight last night. In this plane, Pittsburgh to DCA, and SimBrief was giving me 19, and yeah, SimBrief was giving me 19, and then Beyondatc gave me runway 1. So the winds must have changed in that regards. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Again, the CRJ does work in 2024, at least a 900. The 700 was the first one I tested because the 700 was the one I flew the most in 2020. But for some reason, the 700 is just stuttering weird for me. You're seeing these little markings on the airport here. This is Sim Update 1. Of course, the CRJ only works in Sim Update 1. This is a beta, of course. You can get it if you need it, if you want it. But just like this, the Boeing 737, the 777, you do need to have the Sim Update 1. We have a E-Jet backing up there, which is really, really cool. We're using Beyondatc. We are not using New Sky for this flight. And the reason why is because, actually, I suppose we could. You know what? Actually, we will. Now that I say that, because let me just verify, though. So I normally use Kip on the Ground's Couch Captain's career mode with New Sky. But he doesn't have the 900, so let's see if the Flight Sim Academy has it, or the New Sky Academy has it. So Newark to DCA. Let's go CRJ, and the 900 is on there. All right, cool. So we are going to use the 900. We are going to use New Sky. So let's get that going. Get that. This is one of the. This actually might be the first CRJ flight I've ever done with New Sky. What's wild to say that. Let's jump into the cockpit here. As you see, it's all lit up. I am using the ready to start, I think it is, to config. Let's take a look real quick. Aircraft ready to start up. So that's the default state I'm using. The reason why is because I haven't started the CRJ from cold dark in forever. So I figured, let's not go through all that hassle. We're going to use briefing panel. Holy smokes, can't talk today. And hopefully we have no technical issues because the last stream we had all kinds of crazy issues going on. So we're going to go to payload first. Passenger count is going to be 77. So we have a large amount of passengers on today's flight. Cargo is 38, so we're going to divide that in half, which is, what's the math on that, 19? So we're going to go to cargo here. We're going to go 19. Whoops. 19, enter, and then we're going to go to the AFT, and 19, enter. How come this didn't stick? Oh, you can't do that much. Alright, so let's go 17, enter, and then here let's add on, so let's go 21, enter. Alright, so that'd be close. Fuel, we are on board 8193, so 8193. Alright, so we have the plane loaded up, max landing, all good. Beautiful. Okay, next thing we can do is we can go down here, and we can set up the flight control. So we're going to go to init position, we're going to grab our GPS, so we're going to go to next, and grab the FMS, go to previous page, and drop that in. Go to flight plan, and now I do have it dropped in the work folder for this plane in the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 folder. So because I do have that, I can enter in our airport for departure and our airport for arrival. Okay, now it's going to load that up, hit execute. And the thing with the CRJ is that it sometimes will just lock up the instruments, or the FMC here, just lock it up. So be aware that the CRJ is not great. They are working on an update for it, and hopefully that comes out sometime soon. We can now import this information, so we'll go back over here, and we're going to copy this information to the FMC. And now we have our fuel, we have our cargo, that's all set. And now we can go into legs, and we'll see runway 22 right is what we're expecting, and that is all grand and beautiful there. So we don't need this anymore. And next we can go over here and send this guy to the instruments. So now they're on here. Beautiful. We can clear out these cautions. Good. And at this point we should be able to get our clearance. So let's go to COM 1. I'm using my Stream Deck for the comms. 11885. And we'll let the AP, or sorry, the
American 516 IFR
co-pilot
to
handle
Ronald
it all.
Reagan Washington National Airport.
American 516 Newark clearance, cleared to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Radar vectors Big E then is filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 16,000 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 4535.
Cleared to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Radar vectors Big E then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 16,000 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 4535, American 516.
Alright, so we got squawk in there. We have our altitude at 4,000. It's super hard to see some of the stuff here.
Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
Alright, let's prepare our pushback. So we're going to pre-plan
start.
pushback.
American 516.
And does this airport give us anything to look at? Nope, sure doesn't. So we're going to kind of have to guesstimate on this one.
JetBlue 2357. Taxi for departure.
There's not a very lot of room back there, so I'm going to go...
JetBlue 2357, runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha 10 Alpha Alpha Alpha.
I'm going to go about
we'll
here. I think this should work.
Alpha 10 Alpha 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 JetBlue 2357.
Newark ground. American 516. Request pushback and engine start. I forgot who I was.
United 293.
Okay, one more thing we forgot to do is we got to do our
Gate Bravo 68 via Papa 4.
also has that issue with
short runway 4
duplicating.
United 293.
We got to do our trim here.
Taxi via Alpha 11
Trim is 7.1. So we're going to watch here for 7.1 to drop back.
United 293, hold position for traffic.
Hold position. United 293.
American
All right,
516.
there we go.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast, American 516.
Alright, so we got pushback approved.
United
Beautiful.
2679
And
heavy.
that's
At
on
gate
auto,
Charlie
good.
136.
APU available
Request pushback
on.
and engine start.
Pumps, good. Okay, so we should be able to start an engine now. So we're going to go to
United
start engine
2679 heavy Newark
2.
ground pushback approved.
Let's get our
Face
strobes,
east.
wing, get that all going.
Pushback approved. Face east. United
We're going to watch rotation in here, and then we'll
heavy.
introduce fuel. While we're doing that, release the parking brake. I think the parking brake not releasing. That's not parking brake. That's the wrong one. Uh-oh. Let me get that back down. There we go. Uh-oh. Which way is it supposed to be? This way? Alright, introduce fuel. Bring up the throttle. Do we have rotation?
Brickyard 3555, contact Newark Tower 118.3. Have a good one.
Over to Tower 118.3, Brickyard 3555.
I don't see rotation. This is the first time I've started
Continue
CRJ.
taxi.
So
Continue taxi. United 293.
we have fuel introduced, right? Now we do.
Allegiant 362, cross runway 4 left at Mike. Continue taxi via Papa Juliet. Hold short runway 4 left.
Okay, so maybe the CRJ is not fully working. So let's go over here
Via Papa,
for the
Juliet.
aircraft, and we're gonna
Hold
go
short runway 4 left.
ready to
Allegiant
taxi.
362.
We might have to reset up our computers real quick. So We do have to do trim though. 7-1.
JetBlue 2357, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Okay, we have to
Over
see
to
what we have to
tower
fix real quick now.
118.3. JetBlue
Performance
2357.
and passengers, that's all good still.
UPS
And
2073.
we have
heavy,
that
hold
still
position for
there. Do we
traffic.
have
I'll call
a
you back.
route? We don't. Okay, so we have to do a route real quick.
Hold
No
position.
problem. That takes a couple
UPS
seconds.
2073
Flight
heavy.
plan KEWR.
UPS 2073 heavy, continue
KECA.
taxi.
Continue taxi.
Execute.
UPS 2073
Good.
heavy.
Performance. That's all in there. Grand. All right, just like that.
United
Flight plan's back.
1657 heavy, gate Charlie 81 taxi via Papa 4 Mike.
4,000. We have to put that in there, but we can go and
and
do our pushback now. So let's request a
Gate
pushback.
Charlie 81
Hold.
via Papa 4
All right,
Mike.
pushback is good.
Hold short runway 4 left.
And let's do 4,000 on the
1657 heavy.
altitude. Zoom on in here so I can see.
United 2679 heavy. Taxi for departure.
United 293, contact Newark Tower 118.3. Have a good one.
4,000 on that.
Over
Bring
to
up our
tower
speed as well. We're gonna go
118.3, United
196.
293. Have a good day.
UPS 2073 heavy, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to tower 118.3.
And looks like our guesstimation is pretty good.
2073
All right,
heavy.
yaw damper, we have to do that. So that's right over here in the middle console. Hit those little
United
buttons. Bring that up too.
2679 heavy, runway 4 left taxi.
That's gone.
via
These,
Bravo, Alpha,
this issue
Romeo
just kind of
Lima,
comes
Alpha,
up.
Alpha.
It is what it is with that.
Runway 4 left taxi via Bravo, Alpha, Romeo Lima.
All right, so we
Alpha,
have two
Alpha.
good engines. That's
United
beautiful.
2679 heavy.
Now get our clearance.
American 516 requests taxi.
These taxi instructions will be interesting.
United 1657 heavy, cross runway 4 left at Mike. Continue taxi via Papa Juliet. Hold short runway 4 left.
So I wonder if I forgot something. I'm pretty
Cross
sure you just hit
runway 4
start.
left at Mike. Continue
Wait for the
taxi
rotation,
via
introduce
Papa,
fuel.
Juliet. Hold short runway
So the only
4
thing I could
left,
think of is maybe I didn't have that
United
hydraulics
1657
going.
heavy.
I guess I didn't check that, but oh well. All right, flaps are going to
American
be
516 runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Hotel.
8.
Alpha, Alpha, Alpha.
Runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Hotel. Alpha, 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 American 516. Brickyard 3437.
Romeo Hotel, which is
Gate
ahead
Charlie
of us.
115.
Alpha,
Request pushback and engine
Alpha,
start.
Alpha. Oh, we're going to 4 left now.
Brickyard 3437, Newark ground, pushback approved, face southeast.
Okay, switch runways on us.
Pushback approved.
All right, so
Face
let's go down
southeast.
here, and we got to
Brickyard
tell it runway
3437.
change. So we're going to go to departure, 4 left, and I assume everything's going to stay the same there. What was our clearance? Via what? Any vias? Biggie, which is fine. That's already in there. So execute. Legs, all goods. Speeds are still in there. Good. There's Biggie. Okay, let's go.
Brickyard
And bring up
3507,
the
gate Charlie 82
webcam.
taxi via Papa 4 Mike. Hold short runway 4 left.
Gate Charlie 82 via Papa 4 Mike. Hold short runway 4 left. Brickyard 3507.
Let's get the clock going. Clock's rolling.
United 2679 heavy, hold position for company traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position for traffic. United 2679 heavy.
All right, Romeo Alpha, or sorry, Romeo Hotel,
United 2679 heavy,
and then we're
continue
gonna be turning it
taxi.
right up here, and take
Continue
this
taxi.
all the way
United
around to runway 4
2679
left.
heavy.
Delta 2998, Gate Alpha 5, request pushback and engine start.
All right, well, I guess we're just following this. United.
Delta 2998 Newark ground.
Verify
pushback, engine
taxi
start
lights are on.
approved.
Good.
Face north.
Pushback and engine start.
This is a really
approved.
nice
Face
airport.
north.
Like it's
Delta
really nicely
2998.
rendered in this sim. Well, in both sims, but it's also heavy on the FPS. If ATC says turn left heading 300, how can you see what heading you selected? On the Airbus and the
Brickyard 3507,
FC,
cross
but
runway
what about
4
in
left at
CRJ?
Mike. Continue
The
taxi via
CRJ,
Papa Juliet. Hold
it's
short
gonna show
runway
right
4
here.
left.
Right here. So once you have
Cross
heading
runway
mode
4
selected,
left at Mike.
right here.
Continue taxi via Papa, Juliet. Hold short runway 4 left.
So we'll see what they give us on
Brickyard
departure. They might give us,
3507.
whatever runway. For now, we're going off of the line
All
here.
aircraft be advised, information Zulu now current.
So we're
altimeter
departing runway
29
4 left.
Brickyard 3437.
So if I
Request
put in
taxi to the active.
040, You see the little magenta line there moving? So I'm just going off of that right now. And now it showed up here, so there's 040.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 4 left via uniform. Alpha, Romeo Juliet, Romeo Hotel, Alpha Alpha, Brickyard 3437.
Dashport 2125,
DC.
ramp 37, taxi via Papa 4 Mike. Hold
that.
short, runway 4 left.
That's cool. It's rare that I see UPS planes.
Ramp 37 via Papa 4 Mike. Hold short runway 4 left.
Alright,
Dashport
we're
2125.
doing the whole runway on this one. That's crazy. I'm surprised they didn't give us November.
Delta 2998, taxi for departure.
Delta 2998.
So again, this is a really nice airport. Again, it's heavy on the FPS. Air India, we got United, Spirit, got another CRJ there.
We'll taxi to runway for left via Alpha
Bunch of
11
Americans out
Alpha,
here in the distance.
Alpha 12,
I don't
Alpha
know what
Alpha,
that is.
Delta 2998.
And I don't know what those are either.
Dashport 2125, cross runway 4 left at Mike. Continue taxi via Papa Echo.
When you take off, can you explain everything you do? I'm trying to learn the CR. Oh man, I don't know if today's the day for that. It's been a while since I've done the CRJ, so I'm gonna sort of wing it, but yeah, I'll do my best. I'll do my very best. It's a fun plane. It's very manual though. It is very. There's no auto throttle. So, oh, there's no FedExes above us, or ahead of us. So, just like in the Airbus, there's a climb lever and a toga lever, and then there's manual. So what I like to do is on departure, I'll get my speed set and make sure that the throttle's in toga, and you'll see it change up here. It'll say toga, climb, toga, etc. Have it set for toga. Make sure the speed is where you want to be.
Over to tower 118.3, United 2679
and then, let's see if this Delta's holding for us, or are we holding for them?
Spirit Wings 3169, Newark ground, pushback and engine start approved, face southwest.
Oh, they're just going. Alright.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Spirit Wings 3169.
Well, that's plenty of room. It's a poppin' airport this morning. Holy smokes. But one thing is, if you want the plane to climb in speed mode, so like I said, there's no auto throttle, but there is speed. So for climbing, you can have it work. So you tap on speed, make sure speed's here. You have to have the throttle in the climb detent. Super important, else it will not climb. It will just sit where it is.
JetBlue 1773 at gate Alpha 34. Request pushback.
And apparently, what pilots do in the CRJ is they pretty much just go AP as soon as departure, because it's such a manual aircraft.
Over to tower 118.3, Delta 2998.
Alright, so this is Charlie Charlie. We're going to go to Bravo
JetBlue
Bravo.
1773, Newark ground, pushback approved, face south.
And here's Alpha Alpha. So we're just following this Delta now.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. JetBlue 1773.
American 516, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
United's taking off. Delta's going to be lining up and
Contact
wait.
Tower 118.3, American 516.
Got some planes coming down on 4 right. We're over to the tower now. There's
Line
American.
up and wait. Runway 04 left, Delta 2998.
Okay, they're lining up and waiting. We're next. We'll wait for them to depart,
United 225.
and then we'll make our
Go
call.
around. Fly runway heading.
Oh, United had to go
Maintain
around.
1,700 feet.
That's rare to get that call. Very
Fly
rare.
runway heading. Maintain 1,700 feet. United 225.
United 225.
Is that America or
contact
United? Sorry,
Newark
taking off.
Approach 2855. Speak soon.
There's
Contact
Newark
Newark
what was that?
2855.
Was that United on here?
225.
I
Talk
remember
to
that.
you
American
in a minute.
United. Delta's on the runway.
Delta 2998, Newark Tower. Wind 035 at 5. Fly runway heading. Runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Caution wake turbulence.
Oh wow, wake turbulence. That's a bunch of
Fly
firsts.
runway heading, runway 4 left.
Let's
Cleared
go.
for takeoff, Delta 2998.
Newark Tower, American 516 ready to go, runway 4 left.
American 516, runway 04 left. Line up and wait.
Runway 04 left, line up and wait. American 516.
I forgot I had AP automatically, co-pilot doing it. Okay, so flight directory, so we can see the magenta line there.
Contact Newark departure.
Contact Newark departure. United 26.
All right, lining up and waiting, so landing lights are coming on. I'm also using the Boris sound pack.
Delta 2998, contact Newark departure.
All right, we're lined up.
Contact Newark departure. Delta 2998.
Are we even in American? Yeah, okay. Wasn't sure what the livery was.
Newark Tower, Brickyard
All right, waiting for our
3549.
clearance.
Visual runway 4 right.
Brickyard 3549, Newark Tower, wind 035 at 5, runway 4 right cleared to land.
Runway 4 right cleared to land. Brickyard 3549.
Wow, this is a really poppin' airport. This is crazy.
American 516, Newark Tower, wind 035 at 5.
All right, bring up the throttle.
040,
You're gonna hear
runway
clicks.
4 left,
There's
cleared
climb.
for takeoff.
And there's toga.
Fly heading 040,
So you see it's changed to
runway
toga?
4 left.
I'm gonna hit the
Cleared
little
for
button
takeoff,
to go
American
toga mode.
516.
Takeoff, all good. Release the brakes. Let's go flying. V's 137. V1 rotating. CRJ just wants to get off the ground. Gear going up. We're going to go direct to heading mode. We're bringing up our speed. Waiting for our speed to get close to what we want. And then we're going to speed mode. We're going to go to autopilot on. And now the aircraft is in autopilot mode. It's maintaining the speed I have set, 188.
Holding short.
Once we go
Runway
into
4
speed mode,
left.
or climb mode, sorry.
Brickyard 3437, Newark Tower.
All right,
wind
looking good.
035 at 5.
First
Fly
notch flaps
runway
going up.
heading, runway 4 left.
We're going to
cleared
increase
for
the speed.
takeoff.
Fly runway heading.
210.
Runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff.
So now the nose is coming down slightly.
3437.
Speed's building up.
American 516, contact Newark departure. Have a good day.
Contact Newark departure, American
All right,
516.
departure's looking good. We can go down here, turn
Newark
off the auto,
departure.
or sorry, the
American
reversers.
516, 2,400 feet.
American 516, Newark departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 29906.
10 programmed in the system,
Climb and
right there.
maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 29906, American 516.
Now we're just waiting for our turn to the left, probably.
American 516, turn left, heading 255.
255.
Turn left, heading 255, American 516.
There we go. Flaps going full up. I'm late on that one for sure. Alright, we have IFR weather in Washington. So this is a great idea. This is a grand idea. Take the CRJ into an IFR airport. This is my second CRJ flight in forever. This is just a grand idea. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this. Alright, so once we get up to 10,000, we should get clearance up to our cruising, which is 16 for this flight. It's a short little hop. It's like 200 nautical miles. Looking good. And then we should get direct to what was it? Biggie? I have tried I forgot about that, the physics mod, yeah. I did try it.
Contact New York Center.
I haven't tried it in 2024, so I don't know if that works or not.
Center on 121.125, American 516. New York Center.
I'm hoping that the update for the CRJ comes out soon enough. I also do hope it works for 2024 right away.
American 516
There
New
we
York
go.
Center.
Our cruise
Good day.
now,
Climb and
16.
maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000. American 516.
Alright, webcam coming off. So we're up to cruising
American
altitude now.
516, contact New York Center, tree
Switching over to another
315.
center.
Contact New York Center.
Almost at 10,000, so
3315.
landing lights are about to come
American
off.
516. See you.
United 2679 Heavy, Rasumo navigation.
I like that voice, I don't know why.
Roger. Risumo navigation.
Alright, going
United
up here, and
2679
landing
heavy.
lights and taxi lights are all off. How do you see
New
a top
York
of descent?
Center. American 516 leaving
so over
9,600
here,
for
the map.
6,000 feet.
Zoom on in here.
American 516 New
There's
York
a
Center, roger.
disco coming up here, so we're gonna look at that disco real quick. But
United
it should
293,
show up
contact
on the
New York
map.
Center 124.625.
Center on 124.625, United 293.
It sure isn't today. And normally there is a top of descent showing up here, but now we're just gonna go off our arch. Ah, that disco. Let's look at that disco real quick. So let's go over to the next page. We have disco from here to there. Let's look at our charts. There is no charts in this plane, right? No, there is not.
Endeavor 5079, contact New York Center
So I have to do it manually with my
124.625.
own stuff. Nasty
Center on
nugget. Yeah, that's right.
124.625.
So we're good with that disco.
Have a good day.
Because we're going from our
American
waypoint
516,
direct
turn
into
left, heading 220.
our arrival, which is the Clipper
Turn
3
left
arrival.
heading 220. American 516.
How do you know to steep to descent? There is a top of descent.
New York Center.
It
Endeavor
might be this one
4831.
here.
Good day. Through
Actually, no, the CRJ does not have that. Sorry, incorrect. Irishman, welcome on in. It does not have that. You do have to just go off your altitudes here, and then of course whatever ATC tells you.
Good day, climb and maintain flight level
Okay, so now we're getting close to
320.
16,000.
Climb and maintain
At that
flight
point,
level 320.
speed's going to be disarmed.
Endeavor 4831.
It's going to go from speed to altitude, like it just did. It's going to maintain 16, but speed's going to go up. So we're going to go from climb mode, which we're currently in, we're going to bring it back to manual mode at the speed we want. So for this flight, let's go 270. So we're going to let the speed continue to do its thing. We're watching our N1s, which are at 90. We're going to probably bring that back to about 78. It all depends on the actual...
American 516,
Oh,
clear direct Biggie.
we're cleared to direct
Rasumo
Biggie,
navigation.
so we can go nav mode.
Roger, we'll head
Nav
direct
mode's
Biggie.
captured.
Then resume
Watching our
navigation,
speed.
American 516, thanks.
And let's bring back now. So we're going to see it go from climb to manual mode.
2679 heavy, contact New York Center 124.625. See you.
Now we're watching
Center on 124.625,
the pink line there
United
under the
2679
speed.
heavy.
That's showing us if
Take
we're
care.
increasing speed or descending or if we're maintaining. So we want to climb a little bit more with the speed. Bring back the throttles a little bit. A little bit more. Getting closer to where we want to go. A little bit more. It's kind of a game you play. Alright, there we are.
New York Center, United
We're
1310,
decelerating just a little bit, so I'm going to bring up the speed just a little bit more. And there we go. Perfect. So it's gaining just a hair. We'll bring it back just a little bit more.
Continue climb to flight level 340.
That wind's going to play a factor into it, of course.
Continue climb to flight level 340, United 1310.
Bring it back just a hair. And that's about right. I'll maintain that. So we're at about 75 for the ends. And we're cruising, looking pretty good. Have you noticed any difference with last night's update? I haven't had a chance to check it out. With Beyondatc, I haven't yet. Nothing major, but I haven't really talked to it, just a little bit. I'll switch to talking to it. Let's see if there's any differences, because that's one of the things with the LLM that they introduced.
American 516 New York Center, copy.
I sent you a message yesterday. I don't know if you... Yeah, I responded to it. So the panels... I'll bring it back up here, the webcam. So for the panels, this is the WinWing FCU. Okay. And then you can't see it on the camera, but on the side of it is the EFIS. And I don't show it because there's nothing really to see there. This is the Honeycomb Bravo quadrant. Throttle quadrant. This is the Alpha, Honeycomb Alpha. And then I have two stream decks, which I don't think you can see in the cam. Now there's one back here, and there's one on the side over here. That would be the flight stuff I have. I also have my Surface tablet on the left, if you can see it on the tablet a little bit. I'm trying to point to it, but probably can't really see it. That's what I have. But in terms of panels, it's the wing panels. I'm kind of torn if I want to get the McDo. I don't know. Part of me does, part of me doesn't. Seems like a waste of money for me. But I can see how it could be beneficial. If I were to go a full cockpit, maybe, and also if you know, people get it to work with MobiFlight, I can look into that as an option. But I'm not 100% sure. The new update that was for Beyondatc. They had an update yesterday for their experimental version. They added, well, they fixed a couple things with the LLM. So on their Discord here, new LLM features added transcription processing layer to improve user spoken accuracy, fixed the IAG models, the Boeing ones. So that's what they did there. So the big thing is that the new transcription layer is processing steps that sits between you speaking to the mic and the core ATC engine. So pretty interesting stuff. Right, again, this is a pretty short hop. We are...
3437 New York Center. Expect
it's probably going to be like 45 minutes or so. So nothing major.
Expect Jim's
really low altitude.
Brickyard 3437.
CRJ is a beautiful plane. This nose is so sharp. It's long and sharp. It's crazy. It is a work of art. It was a super popular plane. And now the E-Jet came in and kind of stole a lot of the wind from the CRJ, and then CRJ was sold off to another company, and you know, but it served its purpose for a very long time with the regional carriers. Bring up that throttle a little bit. We got a little bit headwind.
American 516, contact New York
All right,
Center.
let's see what the audio is like here.
Have a good day.
Over to center 124.625. Sorry, American 516. See ya. New York Center. Hello from American 516. We're at 16,000.
American 516, New York Center, Roger.
Is Beyondatc or St. Tensions better? I personally,
United 293, contact New York Center.
I personally believe that Beyondatc is miles ahead when it comes to ATC. Miles and miles and miles ahead of Beyondatc, or sorry, of St. Tensions. And I say that because I feel that Beyondatc is focused on what the goal was, which is to provide the best ATC experience possible. And they have achieved that goal very consistently. It's very rare that there's been mistakes.
2073 heavy, contact New York Center tree 545.
Messing up the departure runways.
New York Center 3545 UPS 2073.
You know, and they both have it, and even FS HUD, you know, they all have it. It's all a work. You know, first off, the departures vectors are all very complicated, right? And to expect a program to figure out what a human would do is very difficult. And so the dudes at St. Tensions are doing it with AI, FS HUD and Beyondatc are doing it with programming. So they're doing it two different ways. But I feel the programming way is the most consistent way. I think I found a way to transfer SimBrief into the avionics to work with Beyondatc. I don't think you can. It has to use... Okay, let me know. Okay, tell me how you're doing it, Irishman. Because it has... Beyondatc connects to your SimBrief profile. I know that you can... We were talking about it the other day, but you can click the Send to Avionics in the EFB. But like I did today to load this flight up, I essentially just went to, you know, flight plan, input it the flight plan from SimBrief. It was, what, 4 clicks? 1 click would be nice. That's what I like about the 737 and the Phoenix. It's literally like 2 clicks and flight plan's imported. Alright, we're going a little fast, almost 300. I'm going to bring back the speed just a little bit.
Good day, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 340. Continue climb to
That's the biggest thing with the CRJs. You have to watch that speed.
Endeavor 5079.
Alright, we're expecting runway 19 for the arrival,
Contact New York Center 132.5, Endeavor 5079.
which will be an RNAV approach. Which will be super scary. Depending on the visibility. So the visibility right now in DCA, the weather is currently 210 at 8, gusting up to 18. Visibility is 5. We have broken clouds at 700,
United 2679 Heavy.
overcast
Contact
at
New York Center
900,
132.5.
and we have some light rain and
Center
mist.
on 132.5, United 2679
So that should
Heavy.
be interesting.
Have a good day.
That is not correct. That is not correct. Beyondatc also does it. I just got changed for the runway here. Now, I don't know if that was the correct runway to choose, but it was a runway correction. And I did, like I said yesterday, I was expecting runway 19, but the winds did shift, and Beyondatc did change it to runway 1. So it will do it as well. File the flight plan, or sorry, file the sim brief flight plan and copy the same thing into the FB. This is 2024. This is 2024. Do I have any way to prove? I guess I can click this button. Yeah, this is in 2024.
Delta 2998, contact New York Center.
This is the CRJ, that's for 2020. I just dropped in the community folder, and it works with Sim Update 1 beta, so you do have to have the Sim Update. Alright, well, hopefully this, I'm hoping for a runway change. I'm personally hoping for a runway change. I like to have an ILS approach. One thing, though, that Beyondatc, I think, has struggled with recently is the altitude. I feel like there's been a couple more times recently, more so than in the past, where it kept me a little high. Did they fix the flickering on the CRJ? Nothing's been fixed with the CRJ. This is the base CRJ. No updates from Aerosoft, nothing like that. This is the 2020 version. There was an update coming eventually. But if you're talking about trying 2024, trying the CRJ in 2024 before the sim update, I don't know. I never tried that. Yeah, but if I'm in the 737 and load my flight plan from SimBrief, I get all types of problems. When I put it manually, it's fine, but Beyondatc might not follow the flight plan as well. So I remember the early days with Say Intentions. It followed your flight plan to a T, and then they added in dynamic stuff. Beyondatc was the same way, follow your flight plan, and then they added in the dynamic stuff. I haven't really had any issues with it not following a flight plan, though. There are times if you, auto load in the... Which plane was it? The MAX. The 737 MAX from iFly. Sometimes loading in the flight plan, it would miss some waypoints. Beyondatc would know where they are, but for some reason the iFly did not import all of the waypoints properly. So I'm off course from what Beyondatc says I should be. But then Beyondatc is smart enough to redirect me over. It tells me turn left heading blah blah blah, intercept this. I haven't had a chance to fly yet with that theory, so I can't wait to try it out. I can load the plan in the Phoenix fine, but Beyondatc still messes up my departures for the A322. Really? So you're getting your sim brief plan. It's telling you runway whatever. Beyondatc is giving you a different departure? Always or sometimes? And you're using real time, right? Because I I think Beyondatc only uses real-time weather. I don't think you can do custom, or maybe it can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about how they do the weather.
American 516 New York Center. Expect Clipper Tree runway 19er.
Dang. Expect Clipper 3 runway 19er. American 516. All right, I guess we're going via our RNAV. This ought to be interesting. Most of the time, interesting. For me, it's rare that it changes the departure. I would say 15% of the time it changes the arrival. Over the center, 135.45, American 516, see ya. New York Center, American 516, 16,000.
American 516 New York Center.
And it will send me to one runway while the traffic is all going to a different one for departure. Interesting. Are you on the experimental version or are you on the basic one? I don't know, whatever they call it. Sorry, I did not say hi from Sweden. Welcome in, ATC Sweden. Welcome in. ESGG. That's a great airport. Welcome on in. We are on our way to DCA in we're going to say, memorial kind of flight. This isn't the same actual plane. That was a 700 that unfortunately crashed. But we're flying in DCA, and tragic stuff that happens. Very sad. And this is definitely not the route either. They went from Kansas. Experimental. So you did the supporters pack? That's interesting. Hopefully you've been in their Discord and you're posting the issues, because they do take those things very seriously, and they make the adjustments. Yeah, so if it's a known bug, post it in their Discord, because they're super supportive with that stuff. It's really interesting though how so many, it's not. I'm not talking just about Beyondatc, but like think about all the people who've struggled with Flight Sim 2024. So many people have had issues with it, crashing, freezing, performance is worse than 2020, etc. Right? And other people have the complete opposite experience. It is so wild to have that happen. I can understand the voice recognition thing when it comes to the ATC stuff, because depending on the mic quality, depending on your personal speaking pattern, your accent, whatever it be, I can understand how those things could be different. But like the flight plans itself, or things crashing, those kind of things, it's really interesting how things happen. Oh, I don't think it will. Well, one, I don't think there's helicopters. So it can't. It can't. I didn't check the weather before. I rarely ever check the weather. I'm a bad pilot. Never check the weather before I file a flight plan. I just kind of wing it and go with it. Which in a sim is fine. In real life, obviously, that's bad news. Alright, so we're entering the Clipper 3 arrival now. So the Clipper 3 arrival, we get to descend down to 10,000 at Baltimore. So if we look at our little guys here, we're at 16, and we have a disco here. Let's see what we got going past that. Oh, we don't have an arrival. I forgot to put my arrival in. Alright, arrival. DCA, I'm going to go Yankee arrival. Via the Clippers 3. And then we're expecting vectors. So, execute. Alright, so we now have an airport in there. Good, beautiful. Nuggy. What do we got going on here? We got duplicates going on, so let's go fix that now. Oh, I screwed something up. Alright, we're on path to Nuggy, so we gotta find the duplicate Nuggy now. Nuggy. Okay, let's bring this up to Nuggy. Execute. That should clear up that. Trish, Clipper, Megs, Vector. Okay, cool. So here's the 10 arrival. 10,000 for Baltimore. Clipper 12. Nuggy 10 at Troy. So we can start our... we want 16 at Trish, though. Trish is there. Baltimore's there. So we're going to wait until Trish, and then we'll start our descent. Well, we'll tell them we're ready for our descent if they don't give it to us.
American 516, descend via Clipper 3
Well,
arrival.
there's that.
Ronald Reagan, Washington National Airport, landing runway 19er, altimeter 29er, 9er 4.
Descend via Clipper 3, runway 19er. American 516. Okay, cool. What have we got here? Beyondatc doesn't have helicopters. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Good question. TCAS and spacing with traffic is bad. In my opinion, every time on approach, I'm either about to hit someone coming on in final, or when I'm landing, there's a plane taking off across me. I swear I had it happen yesterday. I haven't had that either. That's really interesting. The taxiing sometimes, like, they'll just ignore you. We had that happen this morning. But landing, I don't think I've ever had that issue. Last night when I was flying into DCA, it was a crowded airspace and there were planes everywhere. But nothing that was causing issues, and I even went off course accidentally. That's really interesting. Alright, we're about 80 nautical miles from the airport. What, 25 minutes left or so?
New York Center, JetBlue 5J Bravo, flight level 2.
Newark is now IFR. Let's see what Newark was for weather. Well, I guess it is now. Newark is 900, 1,400, and 5,000. It's about the same weather. To be honest, I think it was FSLT out traffic that switched my number one to AIG, so maybe that's better. Yeah, I'm using FSLTL as well.
Piedmont 9977, New York Center, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 340.
See, but I only use one. I don't use multiple models. I only use the one. So I wonder, but that shouldn't cause the issue because Beyondatc is injecting its own traffic. So it's controlling what's in there. And you do have real-time traffic off, right, in the sim. You have AI traffic off in the sim. And you have multiplayer off in the sim as well. Obviously, you can have multiplayer on, but you know, Beyondatc won't see that. Okay, so for descent, you can do a couple things. You can go VS. You can also go speed. I don't like speed. It doesn't seem like it works the way it's supposed to. So I typically do VS. I'll do the vertical speed down.
New York Center, American 847. Good
But wait just a little bit.
Level 196.
American 847, New York Center, roger.
What's your lineup? So I like I said, I just have FSLTL installed. I don't have AIG at all installed. The lineup is, yeah, definitely FSLTL. And actually, I don't know what it is. Let me see. Yeah, FSLTL, AIG, and then FS Traffic. I was using FS Traffic, but I felt that FSLTL has, one, it has more models, and two, it has slightly better performance. But again, I don't have the other two even installed, so they don't see anything, so it doesn't use it. Maybe try experimenting with taking one out of your community folder. See what happens. It shouldn't matter though. It shouldn't matter at all. Oh, if you don't have it installed, yeah, remove then. Yeah, make FSLTL number 1. Again, I don't think it should matter though, because it's injecting traffic. If it can't see a model, it just makes it white. But who knows? It's software. It's software. Alright, there is a way to do minimums in this plane. It's right down here. This will take me a little bit of training to do. Minimums are 780 here at Reagan. So we turn this little guy. Actually, we got to push it in first, right? No, we switch over. And then we push it in. There it is. And then we turn the little, so you see the little guy up here? This is going to be our minimums. So 780. $780. Cool. Alright, let's start our descent now. So let's go to VS, and we'll bring this down. Let's go... We're going to wait for a magenta line to show up for us. We're going to also bring back the throttles. Again, this does not have auto throttle.
American 516. Contact Potomac approach 124.55.
Is it Potomac or Potomac? Over to approach 124.55, American 516, see ya. Because now I wonder, did they change it to the correct? And I've been saying it wrong. Alright, ATIS, I'm going to do ATIS on COM 2. And this is my first time ever trying this. 13265.
Broken. 900 overcast. Temperature 08. 2.06. Altimeter 2994. Landing and departing runway 19er. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Ronald Reagan Washington National. Advise on initial contact, you have information Zulu.
Zulu. Potomac approach, American 516, just passing 15,000 with information Zulu. On our way to, on the Clipper 3 arrival. Alright, let's see what it comes back with. That's a lot of information.
American 516, Potomac approach.
Yankee.
Altimeter 2994, expect radar vectors for RNAV, Yankee runway 19er.
I guess right. Expect the RNAV Yankee 19er arrival. American 516. Cool. Alright, so we have... Is it Potomac? That's gonna bother me. Is it Potomac? How do you say it properly? Potomac? I've been saying just Potomac.
American 2595 Potomac approach, altimeter 29er.
But I feel like that's been corrected. Because it came out with one of the last big updates for Beyond ATC.
2994, expect radar vectors for RNAV Yankee runway 19er, American 2595.
Alright, let's look at our landings. So our landing speeds 195, 145.
Contact Washington Tower
Good there.
119.1.
Contact Tower 119.1, American 2595.
Now we do have speed restrictions coming into Reagan.
Blue Streak 5340, turn right, heading
250 at
050.
Baltimore. So we're already at 250. Look
Turn
right
right,
there.
heading 050. Blue Streak 5340.
So as you can see here, we're going to swing on out to the right a little bit, swing on back in for the arrival. On the RNAV approach, we are, is it 2500? 27 at Derrick. And then Sunny 2000. So right here, we want to be at 27. On arrival, runway 19er, we're going to exit to the right.
Blue Streak 5340, 12 miles from Derrick, turn right, heading 090, maintain 2,700 feet until established. Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
Turn right, heading 090.
Alright, almost passing 10,000, so we can get our landing lights on momentarily.
RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
It's clearing up here.
Blue Streak 5340.
Maybe the weather's getting better. airport is right up here.
Tomac approach. JetBlue 1480. Good day. 3,400. We have Zulu on board.
Look at that. How cool is that?
Tomac approach. Altimeter 299er4. Expect radar vectors for ER. Nav Yankee runway 19er.
That's beautiful.
Altimeter 299er4. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
I don't think the CRJ can do RNAV approaches.
JetBlue 1480.
I might be wrong on that, but I don't think it can.
119.1.
Yeah, real ATC at DCA Potomac approach 119.850. That's the real one? Let me see what my guy tells me here in my little charts. Curious now. We're coming in from the east, so... No, we're coming in from the... Where are we coming in from? Where did we leave? I don't remember what this flight is anymore. Newark. So we're coming in from the south. So we are on 124.55. Where is that? That's not even on the numbers on the chart. There's west and south 119.85, which is what you're saying, and then there's east 124.2. I don't know where it's getting this other one from. All right, 10,000, watching our speed now. What I recommend if it's like your first time flying the CRJ,
Delta 380, 1,900 feet. We have Zulu.
don't use ATC.
Delta 380 Potomac approach. Altimeter 299er4. Expect radar
It's
vectors
very
for
hands-on
ER.
aircraft.
Nav Yankee runway 19er.
It'll probably confuse you.
Altimeter
if
299er4.
you're like
Expect
me,
radar
it'll confuse
vectors for RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
There's
Delta
plenty of
380.
smarter people than me. Okay, from eyes on track 284 to Edward, then track 328 to Megs, then on track to Maze, then heading 327, expect radar vectors to final. Alright, so we'll expect radar vectors after that. We're going to swing back around. And we can't do anything with altitude until they tell us. We can certainly ask for a descent. We can ask for a different altitude, but I don't know if it's really necessary. We have to be above 4,800 right now. And this is 4,000. Yeah, 4,000. Let's zoom in on map here. Let's ask for 6,000. See what happens.
Contact Washington Tower 119er.1.
Over to Tower 119er.1. Blue Street 5340.
Potomac approach, American 516. We'd like to descend down to 6,000. Okay, so it's going into LLM mode.
American 516. I didn't get that altitude. Say again, altitude.
We're requesting 6,000, American 516.
American 516, you broke up. Say again, altitude.
Doesn't like it. We'd like to do 6,000 feet, American 516.
American 516, I didn't get that altitude. Say again, altitude.
Huh. 6,000.
American 516, unable 6,000 feet at this time.
They didn't like anything else. That's interesting. No, not on VATSIM. I'm on Beyondatc. Yeah, but not VATSIM.
4371, leave NIAS heading 230.
Alright, let's reduce our speed way too fast now. We're faster than we're supposed to be in this plane. Or at a restriction.
Leave NAS heading 230. Expect
We'd definitely be in trouble with VATSIM right now.
Yankee runway 19er. Brickyard 4371.
All aircraft be advised.
Looks like it's cleared up a lot.
Now current altimeter 299er4.
This should be too bad. Alright, let's go down to 210 with our speed. Give us plenty of time to set up for the approach. And I'm going to set up... I'm going to go 4,000. We'll see what they say. Yeah, not Patson. This is beyond ATC.
Brickyard 4371, turn left, heading 245, descend, maintain 6,000, altimeter 29904, vectors for the approach.
Alright, our last turn before we get our vectors into
turn left,
Yankee 19.
245, descend, maintain 6,000, altimeter 29904, Brickyard 4371.
Man, the shadows are so much better. The lighting in 2024 is so much better than 2024. And just look how crisp that looks, much cleaner. Man, and this plane isn't even optimized for any of that. I'm using the latest NVIDIA drivers I got. They came out yesterday, I think. I am also using the latest DLSS for Flight Sim 2024. Bring up that throttle a little bit.
2,700 until established. Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 19er. Brickyard 4371.
OBS takes a hit though on what's streaming, which is unfortunate with my overall performance. Oops. Hit the wrong button. Alright, so we are good to go straight. We're going to be maintain heading 327, so I'm going to put that in the heading mode 327, and we'll see if we get anything else to change. All grand there. And we see there are a couple of aircrafts out here in the distance, maybe coming in. Yep, those are coming in for arrival, it looks like. The Yankee 19. I don't see him out here. 4080. The 4080. I was thinking about doing the 5080, but after the initial reviews that have come out, the gain is so minor. Yeah, so it's not worth it. And I don't need a 5090. I do not need a 5090, and I can't afford a 5090, and I can't find a 5090. I'm happy with my 4080. I have the MSI, what's it called? The MSI, shoot, can't remember what it's called. Good card though. It's been my trusty little graphic card for 2 years. Alright, speed's looking really, really good here. Heading mode is set, good. We're going to go down here to the panel real quick, and we're going to do the reversers are on, so I don't forget. Nothing else to worry about.
American 516, leave NAIS heading 240. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
Leave NAIS heading 240. Expect the radar vectors for the RNAV Yankee 19er. American 516. I keep wanting to say United for some reason. Alright, we got our radar vectors. You're still on a 3090? Hey, 3090 is a good card. A very good card. The only thing it doesn't have...
16, turn left, heading 250. Descend and maintain 7,000. Altimeter 29904. Vectors for the approach.
Left heading 250 and descend and maintain 7,000. American 516. Alright, heading mode is selected. We are descending. Bringing back the speed. What the hell? 6,000? Down to 6,000, American 516. That's weird. It gave me clearance down to 2.7. And then it changed it.
American 516, turn right, heading 065.
Right heading 065, American 516. 065 on the heading mode.
American 516, turn left, heading 205.
What is going on? Left 205, American 516.
Brickyard 4371, contact Washington.
Can't make up its mind. Alright, 205.
Over to tower 119.1.
Okay.
Brickyard 4371.
Who subscribed? Who subscribed? Where's my subscription list?
American 516,
Jose, welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. John, welcome in.
Maintain 2,700 until established on the final approach course. Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
Yeah, I think that was it was giving me the wrong information. There is some sort of bug. Left heading 180, maintain 2,700 until established on the final course. Cleared for the RNAV Yankee 19er, American 516. It's raining where I live right now. It was raining, I think it's going to be raining all day here as well. Okay, looking good, looking good. And I'm going to go ahead and, it said 180, that's fine, but let's zoom out real quick. Is that going to be a good course? Left heading 180, maintain until established. Then we're going to establish on the approach. So, dark. Derek up there. Can I go to nav? Not sure if it'll find it or not. I don't remember. This is kind of playing with fire now. Alright, we're looking good. The altitude looking really, really good there. Actually, it's right on course. I'm going to go ahead and just adjust our course just a little bit over to the left so we can intercept. So let's go to heading mode. And again, I don't remember if... I don't think this plane has the RNAV. Yeah, doesn't look like it. So we're going to be going visual on this arrival. Okay, good. Speed's looking good. Altitude's a little bit on the low side now, so let's bring it up just a little bit on the VS. I'm moving up my webcam again. Grand. Okay. Altimeter
another subscriber
is the Jim. Welcome in. Thanks for the subscription. The Wetha altimeter, sorry, 29904. 29904 is set and checked. Good. Let's go back to the FMS1. Good there. And can we set? We can't adjust the course here, so we're just kind of doing what we're doing. Welcome in, Flight Sim Pilot. Welcome on in. You messaged me the other day, right? Did you get that figured out? Alright, approach is looking really, really good. We have some planes behind us. Somewhere. I don't see them. Right, so this is what they call the river visual. You normally follow this river coming into DCA. In this case, we're not because, well, the weather doesn't allow it. So we're supposed to be doing RNAV. This plane, from my understanding, does not have that capability. So we're going to do the best we can. Now we're close to the nav, though. So if I go to nav mode, will it find it or no? Okay, after Darko, or Derek, sorry, after Derek, we have 10 for Slacker. I'm going to go to auto comms so it can help me on this arrival. 10,000. So I'm just kind of managing the altitude myself.
Delta tree 80, lead pack heading tree 20. Expect radar vectors.
Yeah, it's not picking up the arrival, so we're going to go heading mode.
Lead pack heading 320. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Yankee.
Go down flap one level.
Delta 380.
American 516, contact Washington Tower 119.1.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and go AP off, manually fly the aircraft at this point.
516, have a good one.
I don't trust
Washington
that
Tower,
this plane's going to do what I want it to do.
516 RNAV Yankee runway 19er.
American 516 Washington Tower, continue.
Way better than
Local
say intentions.
American
I
516.
concur. Alright, we're a little off course here. Let's get back on course.
United 1630, ready to go. Runway 19er.
What was our V speeds? They didn't come in for some
United
reason.
1630, runway 19er. Line up and wait.
They're still not coming in. Oh yeah, they are. Okay.
Runway 19er. Line up and wait. United 1630.
Alright, just maintaining the best we can with the altitude, bringing in a little bit of trim. The wind is pretty dang strong, 38 up here, so we're definitely off course. It's pushing us to the left.
1630, Washington Tower. Wind calm, fly runway heading. Runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Bring up the throttles a little bit because we're going to bring out more.
No delay.
Oh, I think they're talking about us.
Fly runway heading. Runway 19er, cleared for takeoff. No delay.
All right,
United
gear coming down.
Brickyard 5792, contact Potomac
Beyond
departure.
ATC is $30. It's a one-time $30 with the option,
Potomac departure.
if you want to,
Brickyard 5792.
get premium characters. So better voices. Flaps coming down. Bringing up throttle a little bit more. And we're just about on course with our altitude. Looking for visual for the airport. There's the last bridge. So the runway is going to be right there. River visual has gone to hell. Can't zoom in anymore.
American 516, wind calm. Runway 19er cleared to land.
Got our clearance.
Runway 19er cleared to land. American 516.
Readjusting trim. Okay, we're at the altitude we want to be at.
Contact Potomac departure. Have a good flight.
I don't know why the plane's yelling at us. Flaps coming down.
Contact Potomac departure. United 1630. Have a good day.
All right, runway in sight. We're a little high. We're going to bring down that nose a bit. All right, clear. We're landing. A little aggressive on the descent, but nothing too terrible.
500.
Speeds are looking good.
400. Sync rate. 300.
Again, still a little high.
Sync rate.
A little better.
200. Sync rate. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Touchdown. Get that nose down. Beautiful. Reversers are out. Slowing it down. Alright, a little scary of an arrival there. And we're gonna cross this runway and exit here at Juliet.
American 516.
They want us to go to Alpha.
Right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha.
Flaps coming
American
up.
516.
So here's Alpha.
Brickyard 5636. Ready to go. Runway 19er.
Alright, welcome to DC, everyone. The weather is better than I thought.
19er, line up and wait.
Alright, we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna hold here.
Runway 19er.
We'll get switched over to ground.
Line up and wait.
Nose lights coming off.
36.
Brickyard
And
5636,
reversers
Washington
are
Tower.
stowed.
Wind calm, fly runway heading, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Alright.
Fly runway
Yeah, this is the
heading.
CRJ.
Runway 19er. Cleared for
This
takeoff.
is the CRJ.
Brickyard 5636.
I'm not sure if they're gonna give us Juliet or Alpha Bravo. So I'm holding on going any further.
American 516, contact ground 121.7. Have a good one.
Ground 121.7, American 516. See you.
Alright, we're gonna taxi to gate
American 516.
E59.
Request taxi to company gate.
Southwest 363 at gate Alpha 5.
I'm going
Request
with
pushback and engine start.
Alpha Juliet here. Yeah, I know, I'm with you.
516, gate Echo 59er taxi via Juliet. Hold short runway 4.
I hope that new sim
Echo
update comes out
59er
soon. They
via
said in the
Juliet.
last one that they're
Hold
working
short
on it.
runway
It should
4,
come out.
American 516.
I don't remember what their word they used. I don't think they said soon, but they
American
said they'll have another build.
516, cross runway 4 at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet, November.
Cross runway 4 at Juliet. Continue taxi via
what's
Juliet,
that?
November, American 516.
EJet just took off. Cool.
Southwest 363.
All right. Well, welcome to
Washington
DC.
ground, pushback approved.
This was a fun flight. A little longer than I thought it was
Engine
gonna.
start approved. Face southeast, Southwest 363.
Alright, so we're taking Juliet all the way down pretty much to our gate. It'd be nice if the new update comes out, you know, today, so we can use it for the weekend.
426, cross runway 15 at Kilo. Continue
But
taxi via Kilo,
I don't know.
Sierra Juliet.
I'm gonna say probably Monday or Tuesday next week.
15 at Kilo. Continue taxi via Kilo, Sierra, Juliet, Delta 426.
So the only thing that so far that I've found is with this plane that I couldn't get it to start. I'll do some testing over the weekend here to see if it was just a me issue,
1347 at ramp
or if it is an issue with the plane, because this plane is not meant for 2024. It's still built for 2020.
Delta 426,
so the fact that it works is great. It's cool.
119.1, see you.
Contact Tower 119.1 Delta
yes, I do have the
426.
update
Have a good
for
one.
Sim Update 1 beta. Yes. Yeah.
Southwest 1347, Washington ground, pushback approved, face southeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast. Southwest 1347.
Jazz 822, cross runway 15 at Kilo. Continue taxi via Kilo, Sierra Juliet.
Cross runway
I don't even know.
15
I guess
at
American
Kilo.
Park's right down over here.
Continue
Yeah,
taxi via
American Park's
Kilo,
right over here.
Sierra,
It's all those
Juliet,
American
Jazz 822.
planes over here. It looks so cool.
Southwest 363. Ready to
It looks
taxi
so
to the
realistic.
active.
That's wild.
Southwest 363.
It just blows my mind
runway
away
9
sometimes
taxi via
how
Papa,
impressive
Kilo,
this sim
Sierra
looks.
Juliet. Hold short runway 15.
Got a Delta out there in the distance, so be careful for that.
Runway 19er taxi via Papa. Kilo, Sierra Juliet. Hold short runway 15, Southwest 363.
Jazz 822, contact Washington Tower 119.1.
I mean, do they apply updates on their end to beta testing before releasing officially? Yeah, so there'll be another sim update coming out for the beta users. They said that in their last one. Yes, I do have the latest snap data. I didn't for my test flight I did a couple days ago. Well, yesterday, or no, not yesterday, the day before, I think. But I do now. 58, oh no, we're going 59, one more. Swing on in.
Southwest 1347. Request taxi to the active.
Southwest 1347, runway 19er taxi via Kilo, Sierra Juliet. Hold short runway 15.
All right, welcome to the cool thing about this DC airport. It's an add-on, is it has extra sounds. A little too loud sometimes, but it has them. Okay, aircraft. We're going to add the chocks in. Ground power connected. We're going to go up top here. We're going to click on this button. We're going to go down below here. We're going to click these buttons. That should power down our aircraft. Good there. Grand. AC's in use. Beautiful. If you want it to, you can go over here and you can change it to opening doors. You can do a jetway. And then you can toggle jetway if you want to. And with that, we can now turn off our lights, which I forgot to do at the beginning. And how do we do? An 8.5 for the a CRJ. 8.5. So let's see what I screwed up on. Incorrect flap settings. Oh, I didn't have my flap set all the way for a landing. That sucks. That's a me problem. Hey, but a 225 on the landing, not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take it. A little aggressive on that descent here. A little bit. Not too bad. Obviously the passengers will be holding a bit tight, but the G's are really good still. You know, still under 1G. So, all good there. I'll take it. For what I had to work with, I'll take it. I will take it. Just had a beautiful landing also in Anchorage from Fairbanks. Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to do Anchorage again, or at least do Alaska. That is New Sky. New Sky, completely free. newsky.app. Did you get the DLSS4 with preset 4? No, I haven't. I haven't done that trick yet. All I did was I dropped the DSL4 DLL files from Cyberpunk into the 2024 folder. Overwrote them, saved the backups, and all's grand. It's a major improvement a major improvement in my opinion.
Contact tower 119.
Like just looking at how sharp the distance planes are here, before they'd be a little blurry. Some of this, you know, there'd be some blurriness going on here. It's all cleared up. One of the things that was the tree line, especially here with the fog, would be blurry. The edges would be, and that's all gone. So yeah, that alone is a win for me.
Southwest 1347, cross runway 15
There's that
at
plane.
Kilo. Continue taxi via Kilo, Sierra Juliet.
Anyways, well, thanks everyone for watching today's stream. Lots of fun,
Cross
really cool
runway
flights.
15 at
Again,
Kilo.
this is, you know,
Continue taxi via Kilo, Sierra,
a flight
Juliet,
to in
Southwest
memory of
1347.
the passengers that lost their lives in the horrific crash recently. Very saddened, and hopefully we'll get some information and get some safety precautions in there so that does not happen again. It's one that should not have happened. It's devastating because of that reason. Could have been avoided. But, you know, as in anything with aviation, these type of disasters are super unfortunate, but they typically do help with future safety within aviation. So we'll have to just wait and see what they put in for that kind of stuff. But again, thanks everyone for watching. Next stream will probably be next week sometime. I think I'm going to work on a video right after the stream and might get popped up here soon today. But we'll see. We'll see if I have enough time to do that. Again, thanks everyone for watching. Lots of fun. And there comes a Delta in for the final arrival here on today's stream. Again, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. As always, take care.